Bobby DiCello is the attorney for the family of 25-year-old Jayland Walker. He has seen that video. He joins us now. Bobby, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. First, how's the Walker family doing, especially in light as the city prepares to make this video public?
The family is close, holding itself together, sharing time, crying, remembering all the good memories that they had with their loved one, and they are right now at their home, away from all of what we hope will be a very peaceful press conference.
Okay, so you say that Walker was shot more than 60 times. Police say Walker fired a gun at them. Have you seen any evidence to support that? Also, was he armed while he was shot?
Jayland was absolutely unarmed at all times, that the officers were chasing him and shooting him. There was nothing found near his body or on his body, nothing in his pockets, nothing anywhere around him or with him. As far as any evidence of a gun being discharged at officers, we've never seen anything about that yet. We anticipate that the police press conference scheduled soon will clarify or at least address all of that.
Now, there are reports that he had a gun, or at least police are saying that. What if police told you? They mentioned the gun being in the vehicle.
So there was a vehicle that was found in the back seat of the car. It had no bullets in it. We can confirm that at this point. That is all we know about the weapon. We know that there is a report from the video that they showed me that says a shot is fired. That was the language used, shot fired. We have no evidence of a gun being waved out of a car that we've been shown yet. That could happen in this press conference. We don't know. But
Did
we
you
are
see that
eager
video,
to see
that particular part of the video where you hear the audio shot fired during the pursuit?
Yes, we did see that video. It was provided to us.
And what did you see in that video?
You only see the hands of an officer gripping a steering wheel as you hear him record the moment. There's no raise in his voice that sounds alarmed. There's no issue or description of him being pointed at or any mention of a gun in anyone's hand. It's just the word shot fired. And it's a curious question that we're going to ask to have answered. What does that mean? And where was this gun and where was it supposedly pointed?
What about the rest of the video? What did that look like?
The rest of the video is the most brutal, terrible act of violence that I have ever seen in 22 years of being a trial lawyer, being a former prosecutor, handling different crimes. Look, the family wants peace. They want dignity and they want justice. And all they want is peace, dignity, and justice. They want Akron to not burn today. They don't want the angering kind of disturbing images that you're going to see to set off a firestorm of hate or property damage. They want none of that. They want their loved one, Jayland Walker, to be remembered for the good young man that he was, and they want this process to sort itself out. So we want to make sure that that happens for Jayland.
What can you tell us about Jayland Walker, the man, the 25-year-old?
Jayland was a young man who liked his music and he liked working. He worked for DoorDash at the time. He had worked for Amazon before that. He was a good wrestler when he was a kid in school. He loved his mother and his sister very much. He visited with them regularly. A quiet kid, no criminal record, no problems, not a troubled kid as he was growing up. And so we're all very, very sad to see this good young American leave us. And that's exactly the message here on the 4th of July that we want to send. He's not only a Black American, he's an American. He's our neighbor and our brother and our nephew. And he's part of us. And we need to celebrate his life today in a peaceful way.